I'm back. It is, let me see if I can fix this here. It is Thursday evening, a little after 8 o'clock. I apologize, I'm a little late coming on, but I've got a couple of things that I'm going to do tonight. It's a little different than what we've been doing with our furniture. And so you guys have seen all the different furniture and stuff that we've done. Some pieces sitting over there that we had worked on prior this week. On Tuesday, let me just kind of tilt you toward that piece, and I'll show you an old chair here. So I did paint the inside of this drawer, which I'm going to tilt you guys around so you can kind of see the mess in my garage. You got some furniture you see sitting in the background. It's either waiting to be done, or I have worked on it and been getting it ready for maybe a show or two. We shall see. But I did paint the inside of the drawers, which I haven't staged this yet, but I intend to stage these out and get some staging done on those. But I haven't got out to it yet as of yet. So I did come in here, and this is painted in the Rebel Yellow. So I thought it would be a nice contrast of the colors, the peacock colors that is on this piece. So I did do it in this yellow color. So I think it's kind of cool. I may even come in and put a design on the inside. I'm not sure. I'm still playing with it. I've got time. You know, we've got nothing but time on our hands anyway. But I've kind of pushed it aside for tonight so we could just work on a little something different. So if you are new to our page and you are just joining us, thank you for jumping on with us. My name is Kimberly, and I am working out of Kernersville, North Carolina. I do Dixie Belle chalk paint. I am a premier retailer for them, and so we do feature their products on our broadcast. But tonight I was going to dip in. If you are here with me, let me know so I can say hello to you, and thank you for joining and jumping on with us. And yes, you can see I have a garage full of different projects that are kind of waiting. And so I'm going to pop over in the chair, but right now I'm just going to show you hopefully a few of these products that I have out. And so this is a ceramic, a ceramic lamp stand. So yes, this little piece is in here. I need to tighten that up. So I did actually come in here and paint this prior, but I thought, you know what, I might use it tonight for this video. Hey Michelle, so I can show you guys what you can do with our patina paint. Now I'm going to use the patina paint in copper. What this allows us to do is, you can see kind of from the bottom, maybe you can see that, our patina paint has metal properties in the paint. So that will allow you to paint multiple different items. Now tonight I have this lamp that I'm going to paint in the copper. So we're going to paint it, we're going to let it kind of tack up, not quite dry, and then we're going to paint a second coat on. So there's a process. You put it on, you put your patina paint on first, let it kind of tack up, put a second coat on, and then once you get your second coat applied, before it gets dry and is still tacky, is when we're going to add our patina spray. So our patina spray with Dixie Belle chalk paint products, patina spray comes in the green, and you can kind of see at the bottom, it's hard to tell, this is the green, and then also the patina spray comes in the blue. I think you can kind of see that. So it gives it two different kinds of looks. Our paint colors, however, come in copper, iron, as well as bronze. I love the copper. I've actually painted, my mother-in-law actually has it. I love the patina. Yes, oh, thank you. Yes, the patina name, actually, my sister's referring to one of my sailboats that I had with my daughter, and it's her name. I ended up naming her Patina. I just like the name. And so yes, one of my little sailboats, I believe she was a little 26-footer, maybe 27. She was a little longer than my first boat, which was Tardis, which was a 29 foot, and I believe Patina was a 27 foot. Two different kinds of boats, but the sailboats were one of my sailboats I did name Patina after, obviously, the patina. It's because I love the patina look. So that's what she's referring to. Michelle is my sister, and she is on here with us. And hey, Matt, how are you? Hey, Dawn. So I don't know if you guys, hey, Dawn, I did pull your products, girl. I haven't got them to you, but I do have them. I did pull the cotton, and I set them out for you. So I did have the cotton as well as the gator hide, but I didn't know if you needed gator hide in a larger, or if the 8 ounce was going to be good enough for you. Just let me know. Just message me, and I will have those products for you, and we can figure it out. Yes, Michelle's coming to me tomorrow, Dawn, so if that works for you, she's coming to pick up one of those pound cakes I made today. So I am playing in cakes. You guys know it's almost strawberry season too, so nothing could be better than a pound cake with maybe a little vanilla and a little ice cream and some strawberries. So yes, I did make my sister a pound cake, and she will be coming to see me. But back to the patina, we do have these 2 sprays. Now, if you like the patina look, I kind of like both looks, but I do have several products here. Let me just kind of jump on here and show you real quick. So this is ceramic. I do have a metal 10 as well as wood, okay? So you can paint this wood. Yes, it looks like it's got some water spots on it. I did a farmhouse look with our gray, one of our gray water-based stains, and so that's what you're seeing here. This is the Up in Smoke. I'm going to do the back side, because the back side I'm going to show you how we can patina the wood even though it is not wood. Now, the one thing that I have left out that I don't have on here, so you can patina glass, wood, ceramic, metal, plastic. So you can do that as well, because I did a cauldron for a young lady, a one-on-one workshop with her. She had a giant black cauldron that you would see, that you would hand out candy, plastic. She got it from the Goodwill, 99 cents, nothing real expensive. Obviously back when we were able to get to the Goodwills. So we came in, we etched the plastic, so that would be key with plastic. I would etch it. And what I mean by etch it, I mean take some sandpaper and scuff up the plastic around the edge of it. Then you can come in and paint your patina on. And the process is going to be the same except for the etching. I don't have to etch my wood or my metal or my ceramic. That's not necessary, and this ceramic already has some texture to it, so I'm good to go. But if you are working with plastic and it's a smooth surface, same with glass. The only thing with glass is I would put the, I would want to put the slick stick on the glass first, so it would adhere, and then your patina paint will stick to glass, because glass is a very slick surface. Now this is ceramic and it was glass, but I did that underneath here. I put on the slick stick before I painted this. This is actually painted in our vintage duck egg, but for tonight's purposes, I'm gonna jump in here. This is my mother-in-law's, one of her old vintage lamps, and so I'm gonna come in and patina this. So this is just gonna be kind of like the patina workshop that we didn't get to do due to this COVID deal, and it was our next workshop coming up, as well as our boot camp. All of that's just kind of been canceled. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of what we would have been doing in that workshop. So again, these come in 3 different colors. We have copper, iron, and bronze. And I'm using the copper tonight. I haven't opened it. I do have some over there. I can just kind of show you the other colors. Let me just grab them so you can see. Just because I have them here, I might as well just go ahead and try to show you. I think they're all here, yeah. Okay, so here I have all the different ones. And we also have Prime Start. Now, if I was actually doing someone's metal table, let's just say, I'm doing a metal piece tonight, but I'm not going to put Prime Start on it because I have found that it works just as fine for me. Now, if I was doing this for a client, I would put the Prime Start on first, because what this does is sort of deactivates. The metal already naturally has an activating element in it because it's already metal. So this Patina Start, this Prime Start is to block that so that the metal in your paint will do its activation, if that makes any sense to you. So I just want to hit on that. That's what the Prime Start is for. But these are the different colors. We have copper, or bronze, pardon me. Here's bronze. Here's the copper. You can kind of see the difference. And then, oops, I have another bronze. I didn't mean to do that. I need to get the iron. I want to show you the iron. Pretty sure I have it over here. Let me just grab it. Where did you go? Copper. Well, I thought I had it. Where did it go? Here we go. No? Here we go. Of course, it's the last one. So this was a stock that I had gotten in for our workshops that we didn't get to do. That's why I'm digging through my stock over there, because I do have it here. So this is the iron. So you can kind of see it's a gray color. And again, the bronze, and then the copper. Copper is my favorite, but I know a lot of my clients really like the bronze as well. So just so you guys know, I'm using the copper tonight. And like I was saying, I did a dresser with the copper, this copper colored paint. And very similar to this piece behind me, only I used amethyst in it. And I used amethyst and did kind of like a unicorn spit on a low boy dresser, a serpentine dresser with a mirror. My mother-in-law has it. And it was one of my favorite pieces. It looked very peacocky. So we had the peacock color, we had amethyst, okay, and we had peacock, amethyst. I used 2 or 3. I used one of our, I want to say Bunker Hill blue in that, and mixed it all and had this copper paint color in it. So it really turned out unique. So you can actually paint your furniture with this copper color, and you could also patina half of your furniture piece, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what you can do with it. Again, we have the green and we have the blue. So I'm going to get started so we have time for our paint to kind of dry. And I'm going to kind of pull you guys. Maybe this will be good enough. I think maybe you guys can see all of those. If maybe you can, let me know if you can see it. I'm going to grab a chair. That way I can kind of be down here with you guys. I might have to pull you in. So we're going to do a little... So let me know if you can see okay, if I need to tilt you down. So I don't want to. So we've got the metal tin. For some reason, we look like we're cockeyed. I can't really tell, guys. So I'm going to put these 2 to the side because this is our activator and I don't need the activator right now. And I am going to wear gloves because this does have metal properties in it. And so, my luck, I will get it on me. And I don't want to get it on my blue chair. But I'm going to use my blue chair here with us just to kind of have a space since I got this big lamp in here. So I'm going to paint them and I'm going to kind of let them get a little bit of a cure on. So if you have any questions for me, just shoot. I will try to answer them as we go along. But I thought it'd be kind of fun just to do a little something different. And put these gloves on. You don't really have to wear gloves for this. I would wear it with the spray just because the spray is kind of like an acid spray, like a muriatic acid, if you guys have ever used that. Obviously, like my sister said, with the sailboats, I've used a plethora of different products. Obviously, they weren't at that time a Dixie Belle product, but I've used all kinds. Micro balloons with epoxy and muriatic acid to clean some stainless steel and different things on my sailboat. So on the stanchions, the masts, some of my cables, all of that fun stuff. So, and a lot of my woodworking is coming out of the beginning stages of my, what do I want to say, my varnishing and all that fun stuff. All comes from my experience with the boat, and I used to work for, I used to work at a yacht club working and cleaning and redoing varnish work for a lot of the boats. So that's where some of that background coming in at. So I'm using a chip brush for this, and the reason I'm using a chip brush is because you can throw them out. I'm not looking for perfection with a brush. I'm simply getting this on. So I'm gonna get started and just get this coat on here. Let me do the front so you guys can see. You'll see how gorgeous this is. A lot of people, you would probably, and I shook it up really well before I started, but look how gorgeous that, I'm telling you, this patina color in these patina paint lines is gorgeous. So don't think for a second I'm trying to paint with left-handed. Only my mother-in-law can do that because I'm not left-handed. But I love this copper color. I don't know, it just kind of speaks to me. Very brassy. I guess it's more of a brass look. Well, I think brass is a little more gold than this. But I'm just gonna paint this on and give you guys, give it a look-see here. Now I do kind of stay, and just when I'm painting, anything I paint, I always tend to stay going in the same direction. That's just my preference with all mine. It just kind of gives me a little better look. But look how pretty this pot would look, or this happens to be a lamp. How pretty this would look in the patina. Just the paint alone, you know, it makes it, you can see how it just kind of adds a whole new pizzazz to this piece. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna probably, maybe, I don't know, I'm trying to think for all intents and purposes, if I don't have it all the way on, I could just do that little bit and then come back to it. Just kind of show you. I think this piece would be gorgeous. Mixing the two colors, and I've done that too. Like I will take and mix the patina, the spray from the blue and the green, and kind of spray a little blue, spray a little green. Depends on how much patina you like and to what level you want it. And it's just, I just feel like it's just a really, I love the look of patina. Now you saw Matt was on here, so Amber, if you wanted to patina some of those antlers, you know, that you and Matt have, you can do that and make them look really, really rustic. Not that they don't look rustic, they take the bone color away, and you could paint them with this paint and then spray them, and it'd give it a really, really cool Southwest look, which is kind of what I like that look as well. So don't think that you couldn't do that if you have a couple of those. Same with Dawn, if you have a couple of racks around that y'all want to kind of jazz up and make into a patina look, you can do that. So you can do it with any product. Doesn't matter what your medium is. You can transform it into a really cool look. So it would be real. Did I do one? I'm trying to think. I did one I had in my old store where I hung jewelry off of it because it just looked so, and I hung all my Southwest jewelry off of it. And it was really kind of cool. So I'm putting on, so now I'm going to put it on the board here. So I'm going to show you on the wood. I don't have a lot of space here on this little round table or half moon table. So this is the wood. And so now I'm just going to come in here and paint this copper. I love the copper. I don't know. It's just me. Now, the reason I'm painting the copper or the paint on here is because this particular paint out of our Dixie Belle paint line, this particular paint has metal in it. You can almost see it in your brush, on your brush, and you can definitely see it in your pan, in your container. So I'm going to go halfway up just so that. So I am going to put 2 coats on this. This coat, I'm just going to let it kind of tack up and then go put my second coat on. But I'm going to let it go ahead and tack. Every time I get on here, my throat gets dry. That's from talking, right? So I really want to do the design around this. So I think I'm going to do that. Just kind of show you guys. You will absolutely love it. So look how gorgeous. Already, you see, there's the pot, and then you turn it around. Look how gorgeous that color is. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous color. I love this. And let me tell you, if you are painting furniture like I do, this is a gorgeous color on furniture. My mother-in-law can vouch for that if she's still on with us. I don't see any comments by her being made, but she's the one who has that dresser in her home, that low boy. And I believe it's one of the prettiest pieces that I've done. But I did paint it in copper, this copper paint. And if you were using the copper as a paint color, same with your metallics, go the same direction. Keep going the same direction. So when you go against the grain, I call it against the grain, I try to make sure that when I'm painting, like if I'm painting on wood, I keep it all coming around the same direction. So just kind of like I'm showing you here. I'm going the same direction. I'm going to give these a little bit of time, excuse me, to dry. So if you're in a hurry, and if I was in a workshop and we have a time constraint, you can hit this with your blow dryer. So it'll kind of speed up the process a little bit. So, but tonight I just kind of wanted to show you the different medium that you can paint with our copper. The only thing I left out here was glass, and that I don't have is the glass and the plastic. But look how pretty already that pot looks. So you could just maybe want to keep it just painted like that and let it dry. We also have what's called Patina Guard, which is a clear coat, so that you can put a clear coat on it. There are clear coat spray acrylics out there in a spray can. I do believe that my client did use that on, when we did the workshop, I believe she did use that on hers. It was a spray top coat, but we have Patina Guard now that you can actually put on there. You could actually dab it on with a sponge or however you wanted to put it on. You could also spray it if you're one of those who have a sprayer and you're spraying. So that's possible too. So this is just kind of the process. You get a coat of the paint on, and then when it gets a little bit tacky, it may take a little longer because of tonight it's actually a little cooler. And when I go to spray this, I'm gonna kind of scoot this chair out of the way because I don't want the patina spray on it. And so this is still real tacky. So I could actually come in with the blow dryer and dry it. But since I have it on here, I am just going to just go ahead and show you guys. I mean, preference wise, I would let it, dry completely, put on a second coat. Because the majority of the time when you are using this, but during this broadcast, I'm just going to go with it and just to show you guys the gist of the idea. So when you are doing it, I would suggest, just as it says, I'm making sure there's no chunks in this before I put my lid back on, because I want to use this. You would want it to dry completely and then come back in with a second coat. And as that second coat's just about to get tacky, that's when you apply your spray. So, but tonight, for us, that way I don't keep you guys all evening, I just want to kind of come in here and show y'all just kind of the basics of the patina. But that would be the process that you would follow. It's on the sides of the cans. And if you need to get your hands on any, obviously we do have it. So just give us a shout out and we will get it to you. I'm just going to kind of move that out of my way. And because they are tacky, I'm going to go ahead. This is the blue spray. This is the patina. And the patina spray, it is acid-like. So I would suggest putting gloves on just so it doesn't irritate your hands. You guys know we've been washing our hands till they're about ready to fall off because we've all been, oh so careful. And being oh so careful, my hands are just, it feels like they're about ready. They're about raw just from trying to keep up and keep everything clean and tidy just because we're trying to be the all safe. So I'm going to spray this actually into my little My blue was acting up on me. One of the things, if you use your patina sprays, my suggestion is to kind of take your this container apart and clean it, flush it real good after you use it. Josh saying it'll help it come out better. That's what I was doing prior to this broadcast, and that's what made me late coming on. And I'm trying to get this bad boy to pump out for me, which it was doing fine in the house, and now it's hit a roadblock. You know how that is. So definitely try to flush them back out. I don't know why she's not coming. I'll just tried it. So they have little nozzles that turn, and they both were working prior to this live. You know how that is. Well, come on now. So this is how it always goes, right? That's why we call it live. Come on now. Didn't have any trouble with prior to. Everything was working just fine, and now my little Mr. Bottles are not wanting to work. Fantastic. You know how that is. Might just change them out right here, because that's what we call live. Go figure. They were both gonna give me a pain. Let me just grab a couple of other ones. As when all else fails, let me pull this out. Bring a couple of ones out here. Different ones. Get these bad boys. Give these bad boys a go. I'm just gonna drop these in there because that's the safest place for them besides all over me. So just flush them out when you are done. And that one's missing that picker. This has a picker on the bottom of it. I think it just kind of refines the spray. I don't see it. So let's just see if this doodad will work for me. So they have an adjustment nozzle on the front of them. We shall see if it will work. Shake it up a little bit. And let's see here. It's the green. So I'm just gonna kind of mist, and I'm gonna come this way so y'all can kind of see. So that one's just not a fine mist. So you can see how it's just streaked down the board. Maybe you can. I'm just gonna add a little bit of light mist to it, and I'm gonna lay it down. And let me move my chair. I do want to be sitting in acid. So now I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna come over here because it's just gonna make it easier for us, for me to show you guys. So I'm just gonna kind of, let's make sure I don't stream it. So you can turn these nozzles in. If you push it, if you go in more, it's finer. If you go out more, it's a straight line. So just so you know that. So I'm gonna push it in a little bit, and I wanna just kind of, this one I'm just lightly misting. And it's gonna take a minute. I'm gonna let it sit there. And then I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna do both on this one. So this will be kind of like magic before your eyes. And I'm gonna do both of these. Maybe I need to turn you down, there we go. So I'm gonna mist this. So both of these colors, again, get this chair out of here. So on this one, I did one, this one I did one color, and this one, so this is green, this is blue, and this is gonna be both colors. So let's just kind of get a little mist on here. So I'm gonna go around both sides. Now I did skip one phase, which was putting the second coat on, so we would have done 2 coats on that. And on this one, I just put on the blue, and now I'm gonna mist in a little of this green, because I really love the two mixed together. So I'm just gonna mist it on both sides. just lightly. And that's all I need to do. And you can see how this is starting to take effect on the board. See, I sprayed it and it did just a straight line on there. So that was me. I hit it and it just kind of came straight down, but that's okay. I just want to kind of show you guys. You can see, maybe you can kind of, all right, you can see on the sides of that how it will start to color. Now, I'm going to let it do its thing so you guys can kind of see how it does. And here you can see how I've come in here and misted around the edge of it. And you're seeing in some areas, it's already starting to do its little magic thing, which is create that patina effect. So we're just gonna kind of let it sit, and maybe I can bring you guys around here because I really would like for you guys to be able to see. Sorry for the bobble, guys. So you can kind of see on this piece also where it's starting to have a little bit of an effect on the paint. And we can just, I'm just gonna let it be here and let the magic just kind of take place. And hey Angela, hey Chad, who else is with me? If I touch it, I might lose ya. I don't know if I can scroll back down. Yeah, here we go. Michelle is with us. Hey Michelle, hey Don, hey Matt, Miss Jane and Angela. So you guys can all kind of see how this is starting to just slowly, it does take a moment or two. Obviously, as it starts to dry, it will start coming out more and you'll be able to see it more. So this particular one is the blue and the green combined, and that's the copper paint underneath. Like I said, normally if I was doing in a workshop, we would let this one coat dry, come back in, put a second coat on, and in that second coat, at its tackiness, we would add these sprays. Now, if you're in a crunch for time, we could come in here and we could blow dry it, but I feel like I have nothing better to do. I know you guys probably do. We're gonna kind of let this sit here and show you guys, see how it's kind of doing its patina around the sides in different places. As this sets, it's just gonna come out more. You're really gonna think that this is a metal piece when it really is ceramic. Obviously, the little one is also doing its thing. I'm gonna bring the board over and show you guys, look how the board is getting a little bit more stronger in its patina. You can kind of see it. Maybe I got you too close. Let me back you up a little bit. But you can kind of see how it's starting to play off on the wood as well. So I don't know, can you see that from the sides? How that's starting to take effect. This was the green by itself. So this was the green on here. See how it's starting to green and patina the wood there? So this all just kind of, this magic just kind of happens right before your eyes. And as you just let it sit, it just does its own natural thing. Now this is metal, obviously. This is a metal pot that I was working with. And you can see around the metal pot where some of that patina is starting to take effect. It's working a little bit differently because of the oxidation that's already going on with the metal here. So again, you could use your prime start on a metal, especially if I'm working for a client and I'm painting a metal wrought iron piece for her. Yes, I'm gonna put my prime start on. But for tonight, just to kind of show you guys how that patina is starting to look on here, and as it dries, this was one of my friend Beth's very favorite classes, was to watch the patina just kind of take place. So we're gonna flop back over here and you guys can kind of see how that is looking on this old lamp. And you can really see the oxidation taking effect here on this piece. You can see in the little texture areas where it's starting to dry a little bit more and the patina is becoming a little more proficient in the effect of this. So as I kind of spin her around, so you can see where the blue, I really like the look of the blue and the green working together here. And you can see how it's just coming out so much more along the edges and stuff. So I could run my blow dryer. You guys could knock down your sound a little bit, but I don't know if you guys care for me to do that or not. I have done it a couple of times. But, you know, a lot of times if you just kind of let nature take its course and let this kind of dry up, and kind of like it's doing over here on the board. The board is getting a whole lot of patina. I don't know if it's showing out as well. I know I keep backing y'all up. So if you can kind of see that patina taking effect on this wood. Now this is just a piece of wood that I did this patina on. So you can see how it is. Obviously I spritzed it going straight down, but you know, you could have yourself, I can't really tell if that lighting is working so you guys can see how that patina is really taking effect. So each different color that you use with it, I think I can see it better when I lay the board flat. So you see how that is making that look patinaed along that wood with that green. That's the green that we sprayed on there. And so yes, you can do this with wood, plastic, glass, ceramic, metal, any of those products that you can use it on, and you can get this patina effect. And now tomorrow, if I took a screenshot of this, I could show you guys a little bit more of how it's drying up. So if you've got all my hunter gals that are on with me tonight, you guys could take a trophy rack that you all might have, and you could use your copper and all of that with you, and give it kind of a unique rustic Western style look. And I really love the two colors mixed together here. So obviously now it is a sort of a waiting game. So there's not a lot more to do when you're working with your patinas. You just kind of let them sit, and I'll try to sit down here where I can see you guys. You just kind of sit and ride out the waiting game on this, and you can kind of see how it's going. I'm thinking about running my blow dryer, but I'm afraid it would be so noisy, but maybe not. It might help. That way you guys can kind of see the end results. And you guys know me, I am always having something where I can, let me just plug this up real quick. And that way we can kind of, if I don't blow my breaker, sometimes I end up causing more harm than good when I'm doing that. I should have had this out, but I don't want to hopefully blast the breaker and we will be in the dark. So if, like I said, we just went out and all I did was plug it in. Sorry guys. I knew. Okay. So let's see. Nothing like going in the dark. That's not gonna work. So that's always fun. Sorry about that. So we did go in the dark. See, I told you. You gotta be prepared for everything when you're working on the broadcast. That's called live, right? So you guys can kind of see how that's, obviously I'm not gonna use the blow dryer, I'd blow the breaker. And the reason being is I have a chicken light over there keeping the chickens warm, and that's probably why it said, nope, not gonna happen. Didn't even get it plugged in. But now you can see how that is taking more of an effect on there. So that's the green patina. So obviously it's gonna have a very rustic look. Taking a little bit longer on the metal piece, and I can tell you why, because this metal piece is cold. So it's probably gonna take a little bit longer to see that, but I will show you guys a picture of that later. Obviously, probably after this broadcast and they've had a chance to cure a little bit more. But the one that is showing out the most is obviously our lamp. So you're seeing that the most because of the oxidation is happening a little quicker on this lamp. And I got a little bit of that on my hand, so I'm using a baby wipe to get that back off. So just to show you guys, I'm gonna bring it in more on this lamp so you guys can watch that kind of just change. So you see how much you can see the blue in this now, and you can see the green. You're seeing both colors come out. Let me just kind of spin her a little bit So you all can kind of see that. Some places it looks like it's run a little bit, and in some areas there's not as much patina on it. So if you see that happen on your piece and you want a little bit more, just add a little more of your copper color, whatever color you're using. Just add a little more of that color and spritz it again. That's all it'll take, and you can kind of fill it in if you like. You don't have to. Now you can kind of see, obviously you can see a lot of difference in that piece of wood. I don't know why I can't see it as well on this screen as it's showing in here. Here you can kind of see how that oxidation just kind of took place, and that's because of the metal in your patina paint that's causing that to happen with your muriatic type of acid that you're spraying on there. It's not real smelly, so I can do it indoors. It's not something that's real smelly. Obviously, I probably wouldn't want to get it on everything, but it works perfect for what we're doing here. You can obviously see the blue in here really well, and you can see the green starting to take effect really well on this. So I'm just kind of trying to show you all around this. See the blue and the green and how it's drying. It was really going to be pretty when it comes into play. Just to show you guys a little closer look-see at that. So this is the Dixie Belle Patina paint line, and it's patina sprays. And again, those come in all three of those colors. So we do have the bronze. And if you ever get playing with these, you will love it because there's so many different things you can do with these. Whether you're doing this on a piece of furniture where you have painted in the bottom half of your legs on your piece of furniture and are patinaed, and then you paint the rest of your piece, it'll really be cool looking. And then there's the three colors. So again, the reason that these paints can do that is because these paints have metal properties in them, and that allows us to create this patina effect. So those are your three colors, and it also comes in your two paint line colors, which are the two spray colors, which is the blue and the green. For now, that's what Dixie Belle has in their patina line. So that's the patina line for Dixie Belle. And also their Prime Start, which we use if we are painting metal for someone. I use it if I'm doing a client's work. Normally if it's a piece of wood, a piece of metal. So there's all three of the bronze color, the patina, the iron, and this is bronze and bronze. The copper is on the other side. So it's copper, bronze, and iron. So those are your three colors, and then your two spray colors. So this would have been our little rundown on our Dixie Belle patina paint. So you guys can kind of see how that's coming out now. I think you can kind of see it a little bit better. You can see the dried version here where you look at the different colors that come into play. I didn't do anything to this other than paint on our copper and then sprayed it with, this is the green that is on this particular piece of wood. So obviously you can do this with wood, glass, plastic. So you can see how I've just kind of patinaed that. You could make anything look old and rustic. So very, very, very neat product to be able to use. And the one I like the most, obviously, I feel like once this dries up a little bit more, my preference is the mixture of the two. Mixing the bronze or the copper with the blue and the green. So it's still damp, it's still wet, but look how that's coming into play. See how that's just starting to look so authentic, and you would think that this was a copper iron lamp, and it just is not. It is just a old ceramic lamp that we put the patina paint on in the copper and did the two colors, mixed the blue with the green spray on this particular piece. So I'm gonna let these dry, and I will screenshot a photo of them to put up with this video, as well as I'm letting this pan that I did kind of dry a little bit more, because this is the one that's taking a little bit longer, and it's because of the metal that was already on the piece. So it might have gone a little bit quicker had we put the Prime Start on it, which I did not do on this particular item. And I did just brush this on with a chip brush. You see I wrapped my chip brush in a baby wipe. And that way, if you guys wanted to use this for something else, wrap it up in a baby wipe, put it in a Ziploc baggie, and you can put it in your refrigerator, and then you're kind of preserving your brush to use a couple of times before you have to toss it out. So that's kind of a way to keep it, and keep it from getting hard on you and drying, and these colors drying on there. So that's the patina paint line. That is the patina effect that you're getting. And like I said, I will take a closer shot of this so that you guys can see. Look at all that lovely green and blue patina going on that, and that awesome copper color. So just wanted to come show you guys how some of our other products work, because obviously we're always painting. We're not always displaying and showing all the different products that Dixie Belle has in their product line, but we try to hit on the cleaners and the paint, the copper paint, along with our chalk paints, as well as we have the Dixie Mud. We have the Sea Spray. Sea Spray is a textured piece. Maybe we'll bring that on and show some Dixie Mud using some stencils, and show you guys how you can create a raised stencil with that. That may be one of our next broadcasts. So tonight I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for hanging in there with us. We pray and hope that everyone is safe, and we can all get back out there and get going again. Enjoy the time that you get to spend with your family, and stay safe, everyone. Hope you have a very blessed weekend. Show us some of your projects so we can see what you guys are doing out there as well. And we will see you again back Tuesday evening, 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Shoot us comments in the comment section if there's anything that we can help you with through this to get your hands on some of the products to keep yourself busy. So once again, have a good evening. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you Tuesday. Bye, guys.